Southside is the oldest continuously occupied neighborhood in Flagstaff. It is a working-class community made up of culturally and ethnically diverse people, including Hispanics, African Americans, Native Americans, and Caucasian residents. The boundary of the Southside neighborhood is separated by the railroad tracks and is entirely south of Route 66. This neighborhood has been historically defined by poverty, with about 10% of families and 17.4% of the population living below the poverty line. In the 1920s, Hispanic and African American residents were recruited to Flagstaff for occupational opportunities. Flagstaff's main source of revenue was through the timber industry. Although promised better lives, the only jobs that minorities received were working in the sawmill and the railroad company. The Southside neighborhood was created in regards for segregating the African American, Hispanic, and Native American people of Flagstaff. The more prominently white part of Flagstaff excluded itself north of the railroad tracks. Not only was Flagstaff segregated, but Southside itself became divided. People from the same ethnic or cultural backgrounds would reside in the same subdivisions, which further isolated the community into racial groups. Despite the ethnic division, Southside was one of the most vibrant places in Flagstaff, offering a variety of restaurants, nightclubs, and entertainment that were open for all races to enjoy. Not only creating racism throughout Flagstaff, children also suffered during this time of segregation. Schools also became subject to isolation in Flagstaff. The Dunbar Elementary School was the first school opened in 1927, an attempt to segregate African American children. Built in 1935, the South Beaver School was opened for the segregation of Hispanic students. After the desegregation of Dunbar Elementary in 1953, its doors were closed in 1954. Not wanting such a historical piece of Southside to go to ruins, the Cleo Murdoch Community Center, named after Dunbar's first principal, was resurrected in Dunbar's place. The mural depicted on the side of the Murdoch Center portrays many faces of influential African Americans to Southside. Churches in the community were also divided among races. Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church was built in 1926 to isolate the Hispanic community, while the Harbor Chapel was built as a safe haven for African Americans to worship. These churches now protect the cultural and religious rights of their attendees by keeping ethnic traditions alive. Southside has worked very hard to stray away from the racist stereotypes that people may hold, and is trying to create unity among its citizens. The community is striving for individual involvement and to get people to recognize that lively and diverse ethnic cultures that lay just south of the railroad tracks.